Jesus Christ. Sorry. What's up, guys? I am back with another video. Day of today. It's today. Today is the day. It's right now. You're watching a little later. But I'm back. I was just here. We could keep this going, but I'm not going to. Today, it's 18 degrees out. Feels like 8. Yes, you heard me correct. 8. Woke up to a whopping -3 this morning. And now I'm just jamming to some music, talking to you guys. I'm doing this for you. I'm not doing it for me anymore. It's just for you. For all of you. All 295 subs. Now, did I think I was ever going to make it to this point? I didn't. It's become more of a routine than anything. I know I'm off a day or two every once in a while at this point, but that's only because it gets kind of shitty. You know, we live in the Northeast. Not we. All of us. We're a communion. Is it a communion? No. Communion's something to do with church. It's so cold, my brain is freezing up. My words are coming out like I'm having a stroke. As you can see, I put my nice useless mirrors back on. Call them the useless mirrors because really I can't see anything past my arms unless I bring them in. You know? It's cold, but like I said, I don't mind it. I kind of like it. It reminds me of a kid. Not of a kid. That's really weird. It doesn't remind me of a kid. Go to fucking jail for saying that. Reminds me of when I was a kid. Just the smells. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but like the cold 4-stroke smell. I could wake up to that. It's like coffee. I thought I'd get out. You know, we got a decent amount of snow. It's 11 inches. That's where we're at. Now, to all the subscribers that, you know, are new because of the one video I posted, the one short clip. I make jokes, but I don't do comedy, right? So, like, my comedy is like hit or miss. You know, I'm kind of like Mr. Bean, or what's the other British? It's like British comedy. Funny enough, I'm British. But it's like dry humor. I don't know if you'll get it. If you don't, you can still watch me. That's kind of cool. I really appreciate that. I'm doing the same track that I do just because of how friggin' cold it is today. Wanted to get out and just live life a little bit. It's like taking a cold plunge, but riding a cold motorcycle. I was going to talk conspiracy theories, but I don't really have any conspiracy theories. I love looking at them. I love seeing these conspiracy theories. I think it's freaking hilarious. Some of them actually make you think, like, wow, that would be crazy if the world was like that. But do I believe in them? I don't believe in them. You know, the flat earthers, they've proved themselves wrong multiple times. It's really funny. I love watching their little, like, let's see if we can see the skyline from this far away, and if we can, it means the earth is flat. Like, no, bud, that's not how that works. It is kinda, but it's not. It's not. They've been disproven so many times, and they still go for it. I give them props. It's something they love, but earth is not flat. That's scary. That could be ice. It could be. Anyways, what is the other one? The 1989 theory? That one's pretty fucking cool. Now, that theory, you gotta look it up because I'm gonna butcher the shit out of it. It's just how I am. But the basis of, like, why we're drawn to the 80s and the 90s, like the early 80s, or like the late 80s, sorry, and the early 90s. The theory goes that something happened to the world and the universe is trying to put itself back together. But it happened in 1989. And the world, let's say it exploded. Something catastrophic happened. And anybody that was born before that time frame is living in an alternate universe where we miss the 80s and 90s so much because we didn't get to experience it, that the world is trying to put it all back together. It goes something like that. It's kind of cool way to like think about it. Like you're like, hey, maybe, but not really. Sometimes I tell my wife, like, you know, am I dead? I'm like, slap me, and she'll just kick me in the nuts. I guess it works, right? Because I'm in pain, and then I realize, like, yeah, I'm fucking alive there. You know? Yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this today. My jacket's open. I definitely felt that. It's a cold breeze right on my nipple. I do like having the mirrors back, though. It's kind of nice. I guess I can look under my armpit. Hey, I'll see you. I started my my pizza delivery system for the bike. Not that I'm going to be delivering pizzas, but it kind of looks like how the little Taiwanese people race around out there. The flat piece on the back sticks out. You can put a little box on it, and that's going to be for camping. And I plan to do some camping. Hopefully not by myself, but if it comes down to it, I'll do it by myself. And fishing, I got to figure out my little fishing pole holder again. But that'll be pretty easy once I get it all built up. I have the frame, like it's all framed out. Looks like a box. Looks like you can put it on the bike and ride off into the sunset with your pizza. I just don't have like all the exact mounting points yet, so that's where I'm at. My welds. I weld with a so I learned on a regular MIG, right? A Miller MIG. And then I worked with a guy, damage controlman in the Coast Guard, that he bought a, I don't even know what it's called, Easy Weld. It's on Amazon if you want it. Might still be there, I'm not sure. But he's like, yeah dude, I built a truck. And albeit this guy is pretty much a welder for the military. Like, he welds, that's what his job was. He did a lot of it. Some of those guys stick with more plumbing side of things and doing plumbing work and building things. He was more so like he liked welding the best, so I think he just stuck with that. Went to the schools, and he's like, dude, I could build a whole truck with my welder. And he bought it because in the military you travel, you can't really plug into anything but 110 outlets, so that's why he had it. But he thinks that I was like a professional welder. Dude, I am not a professional welder, but I did learn as I worked, and I got okay with it. I am nowhere near a professional, but I can at least pull out a welder and lay some rod down, if you know what I mean. And this time around, it actually looked pretty decent. The MIG, the flux core MIG, I'm not saying it'll last, but everything that I've built with it has lasted, so there's that. It's kind of cool. I can kind of put metal together and make it stay. I'm not really sure where I'm at in this video. I don't even know what I've talked about. God damn, it's like I got dementia. Short-term memory loss. So like, I've got buddies. I wouldn't say that we side Democrat or Republican, right? I wouldn't say that, and I wouldn't even say that we side like independent. My thoughts, they kind of side more with the Republicans, but it's not always. You know, I'm not like hardcore Donald Trump. He's my dad and my mom, and they had a baby and it was me. Like, that's not how I am. There's a lot of people out there that are like that. They would love that. I like him. I wear his stuff, like the MAGA hat that I have, and just to piss people off. That's all it is. I want somebody to start something with me, just so I can laugh at them and walk away. Like, okay, you can say whatever you want, and I'm probably not going to go along with it, but I'm just going to look at you. And the other side of it is nobody actually says anything. It's crazy. And I think it's funny that everybody's like, they're so hard pressed to think that everybody is out to get everybody, like Republicans against Democrats and Democrats against Republicans. Like, I haven't seen it up here, but there is the times where you're like, you see it online. I see it online all the time. My fingies, they're gonna get brought up again because they're fucking cold, dude. So the military, my military buddies, we all talk shit. We've all experienced a lot of crazy things. Some of them are still doing it. Some of them are out and they're doing jobs just like what we did in the Coast Guard, where it was helping people and saving wives, like naval wives. We go after them when they, no, we don't. God damn, dude, that thing was sick. Nope. Saved lives. We help people. That was our job. That was the funnest part of the job. It was going out and doing things. And we saw a lot of gruesome things. We saw a lot of cool things. Kind of weigh your issues, and then you just become a fucked up human being. That's how it is when you get out of the military. You're just messed up in the head. We all are. Nothing you can say will ever change the way we feel. We can go to as much therapy appointments as we want, and it's still, we're going to laugh about the most disgusting things and go eat a sandwich while we talk about it. That's just how it goes. So, like, my buddy, he doesn't like Trump. I mean, who's really, like, the biggest fan of the way he talks? I love him because he's just blunt. He just tells you how it is. But in reality, like, he's not the best talker out there. I think we can agree on that. So it's just funny. We go back and forth, and he brought up the whole Elon Musk Nazi salute. And I'm like, well, you can find pictures of all these other people. I'm slurring again. I'm having a stroke. I'm going to die. But it's like all these other people have done it on stage. In what context? Yeah, that's another thing. But if it's just a picture, it all looks like they're doing the same thing, right? So I sent him that shit, and he's like, yeah, but he fucking did it. And I'm like, he was like, my heart goes out to everybody. And he's like, holding his hand over his heart and then give him the Nazi salute. I mean, what's so bad about that? No, it's fucked up. And when I saw it, I was like, ooh, that wasn't good. And it was cringeworthy, and you're like, man, you probably shouldn't have done that. But he did it. And what can you do about it, right? Elon Musk is known to be not autistic. Maybe he is. I don't know. But he's like, I know everybody hates this word, but I'm going to say it. He's like socially retarded, okay? Now, I don't mean that in like a bad, I'm calling him that name. But you've seen him on stage, and he does that weird, like, jump around thing, and it's like everybody's least favorite word, cringe. But it is. It's like cringeworthy. You're like, dude, just stop. Like, don't, just talk. Don't get up on stage and flail around like you're having a freaking panic attack. Like, just talk. Show the people that you have the biggest freaking brain on the earth. Which I think the dude is. I think he's just super smart, but socially inept. Uh-oh, Popo. Man, my mustache is even freezing inside of my helmet. That's no good. If you feel the same way about it that I do, I don't judge people on the whole Democrat-Republican thing. I'm happy to see what happens, right? I didn't think, like I had said to my buddy, I don't think that Biden ruined my life for 4 years, and I don't think that Trump is going to exactly fix my life. But what I can hope for is that we make it out all right? Like, no matter the craziness of the people on either side, I hope that all of our lives get better in the end. That's all I want. You know, for any president to come through, I hope that they fix some things that need to be fixed, do some things that help out the American people, the people that live here, the people in this country. And that's really where I'm at. So, again, I appreciate everybody for showing up, coming around, and not coming on me. That's really nice. Thanks. And yeah, hit that like button, comment, fill up the comment section. 50 comments. And I will see you in the next one.